Okay, let's watch this discussion about two co-parents that are splitting up. About a father bringing his child food when she has other children that he doesn't bring food for. Let's get straight into it.
Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have three other kids. We have one kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing at McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Wait a minute. She said that he comes every day and he brings food for his kid. Yeah? Then she said she's going on to expose him. Okay, if he brings food, okay, McDonald's obviously isn't the most healthiest food. But if every day he comes from work or from home or wherever and he brings his child food, no matter how you want to spin that or what angle you want to look at, you can't say he's a bad father. If every day he's bringing his kid food, yeah, there's no way you can look at that as bad. Now, as for the other children, yeah, I can understand one kid is getting enough food. So how you gonna give it to that child and so forth? That's another thing. Because obviously, if he eats it with the other kids, they're gonna feel a bit left out. But you can't make him out to be bad. There's no way you can make a father when a lot of men are not in them children's lives, and is, you know, unfortunately in the black community, a lot of fathers are not in their kids' lives. Yeah, there's no way you can say a man that brings his kids food, even if it's even forget what type of food it is. Like, but every day he comes and brings his child food. You can't say he's a bad father, or you're exposing him. You're exposing him if he does something wrong. Bringing his food, even though it's not healthy food and stuff, bringing him every day shows that he has the intention to provide for his kid, which is one of the main jobs as a father and as a man, if you have kids. So, you haven't exposed anything about him yet. She said every day, I'm sure.
Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have three other kids. We have one kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what?
But not his kids. I don't understand. He's bringing for his kid every day. The others are not his kids. I don't understand. Why is he responsible for the other kids? If he's bringing his kid food every day, and the other fathers are bringing their kids food every day, which they should be, and if they're not, they're whatless fathers. How can you put that on him? It doesn't make sense. You're having a go at him for providing for his kid. As for the other kids not eating, okay, let the kid come out into the car, or give it to them at a time when they're busy doing something else, or let them play computer or something. Why doesn't she get that it's not his kids? Come on, man. It's like you're blaming him for what the other fathers ain't doing.
My other kids.
What about your other kids?
John,
They ain't
why
mine.
okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what? So what if they're his kids' siblings? They're not his kids. So what if he wants to buy his kid a tracksuit? He has to buy the others tracksuits. If he wants to get his kid a pair of trainers, yeah, he has to buy them because they're his siblings. That argument don't make no sense. So if he wants to get track clothing, if he wants to get trainers, if he wants to take the other kid out to the a fun fair or something, he has to buy it for all the kids. I don't. This woman's so loud. She's shouting so all the neighbors and everyone outside can hear. Come on, man. Like you're blasting a father, a good man, a man. You're blasting a good father because we don't. All we do know is that this guy is bringing food to his kids every day. You're blasting him in front of everybody. Yeah, I'm sure the kids can hear. She's just like got bad manners.
My other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the seven.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
Then if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
How is she shouting? She's shouting that I don't get my food stamps. I guess that's like government assistance or whatever. How? One, there's nothing wrong like if you're struggling and so forth and taking the government assistance, but you're shouting it like you're proud of it. You're telling the whole world you're on government assistance, yeah? And because I think he said, haven't you fed them? And she's saying, well, my stamps don't come until a certain day. But it's your job to balance out the money that it lasts you the whole month. Or week. I don't know how often you get it, every month, every week, or every year. I don't know how you get it, but that's not his job. This is crazy.
You know I don't give my food stamps to the seven.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
Yeah.
Then if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping?
He said, how's that my problem? Yeah, how's it his problem that your food stamps don't come to a thing? And she said, hey, if you're trying to help out, he goes, help out. He's trying to help his kid. He's not trying to help out. He's not trying to help out, your other baby father's kids, your other baby's father's kids. Yeah, that's not his responsibility. It's like you're blaming him. It's like he has to be responsible. He's the only good one out of all your baby fathers, and you're gunning him.
Your son where you're only getting care for food for just him though? You're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son where you're only getting care for food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings
Lisa,
though.
you had to.
He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let you.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
So you telling me that I gotta bring so?
Wow. So first the argument is he can't eat it in front of the other kids. So he brings food every day for the kids, for his child. And she's saying the argument is the kid can't eat it in front of the other kids. That's understandable. But he's not bad for bringing it every day. Yeah, there's two different things. There's him being a good father and bringing them food, yeah, to his kids, yeah, every day. There's the second issue is not making a child eat in front of his other brothers and sisters, yeah, when they don't have anything. Okay, cool. But his part is not bad. Then he says, what is it? Okay, cool. If you don't want him eating in front of the other kids, then come and let him eat in the car. And she said no. That shows that her intentions are bad. Because after he said, what is it? Okay, let the kid come and eat it in the car, yeah. After he said let the kid come and eat in the car, she said no. Um, so that shows you it's just she's got evil and a bad intention, because it's not about eating in front of the kids no more. When he said bring it, let the kid eat in the car, she said no.
I'm about to bring my son food. I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You
That's
sound
my-
dumb.
I
You
have-
sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to the. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you
When he, she never said, he said where are their daddies at? She never answered. She never answered. She went like she talked about something else. Because she knows that their daddies are not in the picture.
Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility. Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You
That's
sound
my-
dumb.
I
You
have-
sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all.
Lisa,
How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
Three kids that ain't mine. Three kids that ain't mine. What do
Yeah,
I look like? I bring-
they're his
I
siblings.
bring him
You
food.
knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So she's saying now her thing is that because anyway, like I'm Muslim, yes, I don't believe that you should have kids outside of marriage, yeah. But the whole point is this, yeah, is that she said that you knew when you had kids with me what you were doing. Okay. You lot were just sleeping around or whatever, yeah. And you were saying because because he fornicated with you or whatever, that now that he's responsible for the other kids that you had from all these other people. How is he responsible for other kids that you decided to have? Like, how in any way is he responsible for it? I don't understand. I understand that you don't want one kid to eat in front of the others, but that's got nothing to do. As a man, he's doing what he's supposed to do. How the child eats the food, yeah. If you was a understanding, yeah, feminine, mother, you would be happy that he's coming and providing food, even if it's not McDonald's, yeah, every day for his child, and that one of your children, yeah, at least have an active father who's in his life and tries to provide for him every day. Yeah, and you would work out some way of that child getting the food, rather being angry and bitter and spiteful because all those men just had relationships with you, yeah, and you allowed them to breed you up here and have 1, 2, 3 kids, yeah, from you, and they're not even in their kids' lives or not even around and helping financially. You would be angry at them, yeah, and you'd be angry at them and not take it out on him. It seems like because he's the only target that's around, yeah, for you to who's male, who you can take it out on. It's like you're giving all the abuse that you have built up inside of you, yeah, from all these different kids, yeah. And how do you have 3 kids from 3 different men? You're not married to any of them, and then and then because he's the only one that's around and he's coming to the house on a daily basis, you take out the pain for them whatless men on him. How does that make sense? How? This girl is like, she's abhorrent, man.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I'm a good daddy.
No, you're
One, you're not exposing him. Yeah? You're not exposed. You're exposed. The only thing you're exposing is that he comes every day to give his food to his kid. That's not, you can't, there's no way you can look at that and think it's bad. Secondly, you're saying, You keep on saying I have kids with other people. Why are you telling him that? Like it should, like, oh, I don't understand, man. You're just making me say the same thing over again. Like he's responsible for them. She don't get. They're not his kids.
No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had one or two, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the I like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
He says maybe if you had one or two extra kids. Maybe if I had 1 or 2 extra kids, then maybe I might have been able to buy for all of them. But you got like 3 extra kids or 4 extra kids. So he says I've got to take money out of my account and this, that, and the other. Come on, man. It's not realistic. You know? He's buying fast food, which obviously is not that healthy, but he's buying fast food every day, which is going to be expensive for his own kid, you know? He could be putting money away for his kid when he's older. He could be saving up for a holiday for kids when he's older, and all this money coming out for like 2-3 kids, other kids that are not his every day. He's gonna take away from that. I don't understand this woman. This woman's ungrateful. She's got a very spiteful nature, man. Just the way she's talking, the way she's trying to blast him and expose him. Expose him to who? Who you exposing to him? I never knew about him. Before you put this video out, I never knew about him, and I never knew about him. And after seeing this video, and I think everyone else who watches this video just sees you as a spiteful person. I don't know who you're trying to expose, but it backfired.
So that's what you're gonna go with. That's the one you're gonna.
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
So that means
yeah. So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Oh.
He's saying. I bring food for my kid every day. Yeah, but you don't bring food for other kids. They're not my kids. They're not my kids. They are not my kids. They are not mine. They did not come from me. Yeah. Do you know what? Just drive there every day. Say I've come to pick up my son. Take your kid and his son. Drive him around for 10 minutes. Take him to a park. Let him eat his food. Yeah. Don't even mention you got food. Don't even mention you got food. Just tell her you want to take your son out for 10 minutes. You're on break from work or whatever. She's a headache.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kids as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, you feel like I feel the way about eating.
What do you mean we share the same? How do we share the same? How? Which way? How do we share the same kids?
Take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Down to the car. He can put it, but he come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here.
Bro.
Give it here. Give it here.
You so stupid.
He ain't eating this. You.
Why would you just do that?
You witch. You disgraceful. You ungrateful. Vile. Abhorrent. Disgusting. Nasty. Wasteful. If I said ungrateful. You're just a piece of crap. Look at that. You threw that food. There's homeless people. There's that drink and the chips or whatever, the burger. You threw that stuff away. You threw it away. That. This woman's. She's a piece of work. Yeah, bro. You just pick your son up, take him to the park, let me be there, take him back. Don't even mention it. I want to pick up my son. I want to take my son to the playground. That's it.
You ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish is a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that dumb. Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye.
How is he stupid? He's a good father. How is he stupid? How is he stupid? How is coming from work or coming from his home every day, traveling to where you are, bringing his child food, yeah, making sure that his child doesn't get hungry, even though I'm sure he's paying child support, whatever, or this, that, and the other. How in any way is that stupid? You're just angry because you can't take it out on your other whatless baby fathers. There's no way you could say he's stupid.
Thought I was gonna take that today. So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew this.
Yes, English. You have 4 kids. He provided for his kid. The other kids ain't. So why are you angry?
Situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids.
Yeah. Yeah. When you were together and you lot have a relationship, yeah. And like I said, I don't believe you should have like kids outside of marriage and so forth, as a Muslim and so forth, yeah. But the thing was this, yeah. When you were in a relationship with him, because he wanted to like fornicate with you, obviously he was doing things with kids because he's coming to your house. If he's come to your house to see you, to do certain things with you, and your kids are there, he knows if he feeds his kid, yeah, if he doesn't feed the other kids, then you're not going to be on best terms with him. So you're not going to do stuff with him. But you lot ain't going out. You lot are not, well, anyway, whatever you want to call it. You lot are not seeing each other. So he's not being extra nice to you. He was only doing that, and it had messed up, but you lot had agreed to this messed up this whatever you want to call it. But he was only doing that stuff for the kids and stuff, so he could do stuff with you. And you know what I'm saying? You allowed him to, you know. Now that you lot are not in good terms and this, that, and the other, he's still coming every day and providing for his kid, but he's not going to do the extra stuff for the other kids because he's not looking for anything from you, sexually or this, that, and the other, and so forth. So, like whatever was going on before, you're in a relationship, he was being extra kind, yeah, just to sweet you up. Now that you're not in a relationship, he's not doing that extra stuff because he doesn't want a relationship with you.
Have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you.
They don't have to see it. You could have let him eat in a car. He said, you're making it out. He said to you, okay, if you can't eat it in there, then let him in the car. You said no, he's not going to eat in the car. Then you tricked him into giving you the McDonald's and you threw it away. So it's not about eating it in front of the kids. You're lying. It's not about eating it in front of the kids because you said that he can't. You said he can't. When he said let him come out here and eat it there, the kids ain't going to see. And you threw it away. So you're chatting rubbish.
To be together, they used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair.
What's petty? What's petty is saying that you're going to expose a father who brings food to his kid every day. What's petty, yeah, is denying, yeah, the child to go in the car and eat it. What's petty is throwing that McDonald's away, yeah. And what's petty is putting these videos out, yeah. And you've made this response because you expected everyone to laugh at him. Now you expected not laugh because you didn't want it to be funny. You expected everyone to diss, yeah, and cuss him because you said you're trying to expose him. But you put that video out and everyone else blasted you. Everyone who watches this video and sees this video like me just sees how bad your behavior is, just sees how rude you are as a human being, how spiteful and how abhorrent and like harsh in nature you are, and how unaffirming a mother and a partner you are, yeah. And everyone's blasted you, so you've tried to do this as a little damage limitation, but no one agrees with you. You know, the only person that most probably agrees you is one, not all women, because most women, a lot of women are gonna. I think the majority of women are gonna just think you're bitter, but women in the same situation as you, yeah, you've let one man breed you up without being married, another man breed you up without being married, another one, yeah, and then have kids with you, yeah, when they most probably didn't even want a family and so forth, but you let them sleep with you and let them be intimate with you, and you had kids from them and they're not even providers. So the only ones are going to be bitter mothers like you who have big kids from many men, yeah, who are not in their lives and angry. But the vast majority of people who are not in that situation are not going to agree with you. Now it's different. If a woman gets married to a person, they, you know, if the intention is to stay with them forever and they have a kid and then they split up, then that mother can't be blamed because she tried, she got married, had a serious relationship with the person, and she wanted to be with the person forever. And that can happen maybe one time or two times, yeah. And sometimes maybe three. But the thing is, she said, "Look, I'm gonna get married. You know, my family's gonna meet your family. You know, I'm saying I want to do it seriously. I want to do it seriously. You know, like I'm not just gonna be some thing, yeah, get breeded up, yeah, and then you just duck out." And if marriage, I'm not talking about through the state, but I'm talking about something that, you know, that's done through, you know, either the like uh the church or the masjid or something, or like where the families come together. Each family knows the other person's family and this, that, and the other. Each family knows that you're in a relationship with this person, you know what I'm saying, and so forth. And yeah, basically it's not just you two doing your own little thing, you know what I'm saying? You strangers meet each other at a nightclub or something, and this, that, and the other, so forth. Like sleep together, you know. You next thing you know, you're pregnant and blah blah blah. You know, someone tried to do things the correct way, yeah. So it doesn't always work out. But as for you, how did you let one man, two man, three man, didn't this fourth man come along, all give you kids, and you're not in a long relationship with any of them? Anyway, I don't know. This ain't saving you. This just made it twice as bad.
Like, you're not gonna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though?
Oh, so that's why you're vexed. You're vexed. You're vexed because you still sometimes are doing things with him, yeah, before you two were in a relationship, yeah. And what happened is that when he wanted things from you, he would feed his kid and also feed the other kids, yeah. And that's when you was in a relationship with him. But now what's happened, yeah, is that basically he's not in a relationship with you, but sometimes you still sleep with him, yeah. And now you're vexed, yeah, that he's not, when he comes around now, he's only bringing food for his kids. So that means so why don't you just stop having sexual relationships with him? What is happening with him? You're vexed. The reason why you're vexed and you're frying at McDonald's is because not only all your three other fathers, baby dads, fathers whatless, yeah, and crap, and not providing and not in their lives. You're doing things with him, and you're not even in a relationship. But when he comes around now, yeah, he's not even giving food to your kids. So now you're spiteful. You must be a sex addict because you're still sleeping with him, and now it's burning you that he's not even before when you was in a relationship, yeah, and things were good, yeah, he was bringing things for them. Now he's just smashing you. Now he's just smashing you, and what is it? He's not even giving the kids food. So you must be the sexual addict that's allowing him to sleep with you while he's not giving food to the other kids and so forth. And now you're vexed. Just stop having relationships with him. Stop having relationships with him.
That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
You're bitter. You're hurt, bitter, and angry. I'm scarred. You're scarred. I hope things get easier for that father and providing for his kid. You know, she's a headache. One big headache times a million.